Another Friday night. Glad you are here.
So happy you're hanging out with us this late Friday night, early Saturday morning.
Kind of glad Christmas is over.
I'm glad Christmas is over as well.
With Christmas, do you charge everything and then pay for it for the next 2 years?
You know, I have never done that.
A lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that.
A lot of people finance, and it's just in 3 years from now you're paying for this Christmas.
And you know, scientists have proved, they've researched and done some research, that every year the third Monday of January is the saddest day of the year.
The saddest day of the year.
Third Monday of January, scientific fact. So that must be one of the credit card statements.
It must be. It must be.
I mean, reality sinks in.
Everybody's living it up for
Right.
December, and it just, but the reality sets in
Right.
January, and oh no, I used to be that way many years ago, where you finance Christmas, and in 2 Christmases you're still paying for it.
Right.
When do you take your Christmas tree down, or have you taken it down already?
You know, my wife has a tradition. Thanksgiving Day she puts it up.
Right.
New Year's Day she takes it down.
Okay.
Is that pretty much?
I personally think you ought to take it down Christmas Day.
Really?
Well, I mean, there's presents are gone. It's over. Christmas is over. Taking it all down, take it down and move on. That's what I think. Christmas Day.
Right.
I don't want to look at it for the next 2 weeks or 5 days. It's over. And Christmas lights, take them all down. Yeah, I don't. It's Christmas.
You ever have one of those people in your neighborhood that leave them up year round?
Oh God. I mean, it's just up till February. They put them up, and now they put them up at Halloween and take them down in February. You might as well leave them up all year long. But I'm glad it's over. Cash for me. It was all cash, and also I watched every penny I spent. It was a very tight Christmas. I do not go crazy on Christmas. Do not go nuts at all.
Yeah, I learned my lesson years ago.
Yeah, do not go nuts at Christmas.
Right.
Just cash and just simple. Let everybody know, hey, I'm not going nuts. Don't you go nuts either. It's just simple.
Right. Then on that third Monday in January, you'll be a happy person.
We've got some winners of last week's contest.
Ooh, the Twinkie giveaway.
The Twinkie giveaway. But we're going to hold off on announcing the winners. Stick around. Maybe we'll let you know tonight. Maybe we'll let you know next week. But we've got winners for the Twinkies. This is so exciting. That was such a great contest.
It was.
And also, we communicated with the people on email, and they're very happy about winning the Twinkies. Very happy. So you got anything planned for tonight, Chuck?
Got some fun stuff to talk about.
Me too. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You got a check engine light on in your car, don't know exactly what it is? Bring it to Lubin Trevino Transmission Service. We have all the late model equipment to diagnose your check engine light. Bring it to us, we'll take care of you. Lubin Trevino Transmission Service. Family owned and operated for 35 years in Cobb County. Lubin Trevino Transmissions. 770-435-5459.
Ricky Thomas, come here, follow me, watch this. We have heat and air units of all kinds, heat pumps, gas systems, anything you need. Furnish your whole house for as low as $1,600. Complete systems. Don't pay those guys double that price. Use last year's models, everything. We've got cabinets, oak and birch, any size that you could possibly want for your house. Cheapest prices in Metro Atlanta. Come to Cartersville, 770-334-8339 at West Yellowknife Trading Post.
Hi folks, Kevin White with White & Sons Roofing out of Cartersville, Georgia. Ignore the noise behind you. We're making a happy customer today putting on a new roof. Are you plugging leaks in your roof one at a time? Things you're putting off? Call White & Sons Roofing today. We'll make you happy and we'll get the job done right the first time. Hey, don't forget, call White & Sons Roofing today.
Chuck, when I was young, I felt a need. It was almost, you had to party on New Year's Eve. Do you feel that need anymore?
Not at all.
Do you feel like you have to, you don't feel like you have to be out and you have to be among 1,000 other people to have
Not
a good
at all.
time?
But I'm like you when I was younger. It was,
When I was younger, you felt like you had to. You had to be out there on New Year's Eve or you're a loser, I guess. Really, it was, you had to be out, but I do not at all feel that anymore. So what are you doing for New Year's?
probably a very quiet New Year's for me. I'm not quite sure yet. The wife's got some relatives, the south side of Atlanta, has invited us out to a private New Year's party, and
right.
we may go to that. The problem is, probably have to spend the night. And I don't like spending the night away from home unless I'm in some fancy hotel.
I don't like sleeping anywhere but my own bed.
Right.
I want to sleep. If I'm within an hour's drive, I'm coming back to my bed.
Right.
That's it. You know, if I'm in another state, maybe I'll stay somewhere. But no, my own bed is where I want to be.
I agree.
Man, there are 70 years I'm in bed at 11 o'clock.
Oh, there's probably the past few I have slept them in.
Yeah. So you're not going to go out and do the fireworks and all that stuff.
But even when I did do the New Year's thing,
Yeah.
it was no big hues like the Peach Drop, or it's always, 40, 50 people. Nothing.
Is Dick Clark? Dick Clark died, right?
Yes.
So who's doing it?
I guess Ryan Seacrest is going to carry on.
Ryan
the
Seacrest's
legacy.
pretty good.
He is good.
He is good.
He's an Atlanta guy.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
I did not know that.
Yes, he is.
He's a likable guy.
He is.
He's very good at what he does. Plus, he's on how many radio stations is he
Oh
on?
my gosh, he's syndicated. Yes, morning show. Somebody like that is involved in so many things.
Right.
How do they have time to function?
He's got a manager. He's got somebody follows behind a girl that says, "Okay, this is where you got to be," and they just get. That's what I think.
But I mean, as far as your personal time, I mean, we do this show once a week.
Have you seen his personal time? Jennifer Ho, isn't her name Ho? She was on Dancing with the Stars. That's his girlfriend.
yes.
Whoa, man, mercy in the morning. Pure stinking muscle too. That girl doesn't have an ounce of fat on her body.
And everybody was questioning his sexuality until this relationship.
You think
came
the whole
along.
thing's a setup? You think it's kind of like a Tom
Well,
Cruise
could
kind of
be.
setup? Huh?
Could be. Because there was a lot of discussion on his sexuality until this relationship blossomed.
Well, he's got enough money where he could pull off something like that.
Absolutely.
And Jennifer Ho was a dancer on Dancing with the Stars. She was not rich by any means.
Right.
She was successful. She was well known on Dancing, but she wasn't making $1 million, $2 million a year, I would think. Not at all. So what are you saying, Chuck? You're not saying nothing. He's just, right.
Point out the facts.
I'm Ricky Thomas, the reporter with the Atlanta Late Show, Channel 29, and we're out tonight at what's being called the Food Stamp Cafe, and we're here with the owner, Shalandra Jones Smith Klein King, to interview her and ask her how she started what's being called around town as the Food Stamp Cafe. Shalandra, what gave you the idea to start this restaurant?
Well, I was sitting around watching Jerry and Murray one day, and the idea just came to me. I thought, I can save my food stamps by buying groceries and taking them back and returning them and getting a card, because just to sell them just wouldn't be right. I'm a Christian, I can't do that. So I saved up enough cards to finally open up my restaurant.
How long did it take you roughly to do this?
About 3 years.
And so what kind of food do you have here at your restaurant?
I have potted meat sandwiches, I have Spam sandwiches, I have some of the best food in town.
And people been coming out for this pretty good so far?
Absolutely, we've had a wonderful turnout.
Well, you have a good looking restaurant here.
Thank you. It's not mine, it's hers. This is Shaniqua's restaurant. This is not mine. I don't even own a car.
So, you think this is only something you can do? I mean...
No, anybody can do it. You can just go to www.thegovernmenthasplentyofoney.com and I'll show you step by step how I did it. Anybody can do this.
Well, Shalandra, thank you so much for having us out today. We wish you much success with your restaurant.
Thank you.
Chuck, this is wasted space right here. We could have business names right here while we're doing our thing.
The Atlanta Late Show billboard.
We really could.
Right.
That is wasted space. I
It
mean,
is.
it's just black space right now. We need to put stuff on there. Another thing we need a coffee table here.
We do need a coffee table.
Right here. We need a coffee table. We need better chairs. I mean, these are good chairs. We need better chairs. Any furniture companies out there? Come on. We need some chairs.
We need to build a new studio. A new set.
We need a new studio.
A new set.
We need to do it from a restaurant. Find a place back in the corner, and we'll sit in the booth, and we'll do the whole show from a booth with people walking around. In fact, we've got people walking by. We say, hey, sit down for a second. Sit down. We can do that.
Right. Sit down. Let us ask you a question. Take a poll.
But I do like these chairs. These are comfortable chairs.
Right.
This is a comfortable studio.
Very nice.
I do like it.
I look forward once a week to getting away from home and
Do you?
just being here. Yeah.
Yeah, I like hanging out. Do you watch the show on Friday night? You do watch it, right?
I do. The first week, I'll be honest with you, I fell asleep.
Because I sit home and watch the show. I mean, I do. I sit home on Friday night.
Right.
I set the timer an hour early so don't forget and I don't fall asleep, because sometimes I'll sit on my chair and fall asleep. So I set my timer and I'll watch it at midnight, just like you're watching it. You're sitting home, I'm watching it at the same time you are. Well, we need to put this into action. We need a business. So right now, you at home, maybe you're looking for a date. It's this space. Maybe you're looking, whatever you're looking for. Maybe you want to sell a car right here. That's a brilliant idea.
That's a brilliant idea.
I think it's brilliant.
Matchmaking, garage sale, billboard.
You ever drive down the road and you see all the billboards, you know what I'm talking? We can put some little billboards right behind us. I think we're good. We're out of no. I don't know what we should do, but I kind of like that idea right there. I do like that idea. I think that's wasted space. I really do.
Right.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you feel good. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. It's the happiest season of all.
Hi folks, Kevin White with White & Sons Roofing out of Cartersville, Georgia. Ignore the noise behind you. We're making a happy customer today putting on a new roof. Are you plugging leaks in your roof one at a time? Things you're putting off? Call White & Sons Roofing today. We'll make you happy and we'll get the job done right the first time. Hey, don't forget, call White & Sons Roofing today.
You know, earlier, Dave, you were talking about Christmas. I remember Christmas. A big deal used to be to get a watch for Christmas.
Yes.
Do you think watches are going to go away? I mean, have you ever seen... Take a look around you. When you're out there walking around, look at the young people. How many do you see wearing a watch? I was thinking about this the other day, and I was at the mall, and I was just watching the people. Nobody's wearing a watch.
Really?
Do you wear a watch now?
No, I do not.
Did you used to wear a watch?
Yeah, I used to wear a watch.
You used to wear a watch, but
Yeah.
now this is...
Yeah, this is my watch now.
And you don't have a little alarm clock with two little bells sitting beside
I have an alarm clock because I've had the same alarm clock for years, but this is my alarm clock.
Right.
This is also now my camera. This is my still camera. If I take a picture, I take it on here. It's my camera, it's my alarm clock, it is my watch. Right? It is, yeah, right. This is done away with the watch.
Right.
What else is it done away with?
Wow.
Camera, it's done away with the camera.
Right.
I listen to the radio on here. The radio. I do whatever.
Like Pandora?
Pandora and all that. I do radio. So it's, yeah, I do. Then right here, I'll plug in the speakers. Plug in my speakers right here, and I've got sound. What else do I do away with? Anything else? Can you think of anything, Chuck?
Well, the landline at home. Do you have a landline at your house?
No, I used to. No,
I used to
do
have
not.
a landline. There's no landline at my house now. Because this right here.
And everybody has a separate number. Like your wife has a separate
Exactly.
number, and you have a separate number. It used to be a landline. Everybody shared the same home number. Now everybody has a separate number, but you spend a lot more.
Right. I was at home earlier today. Myself, my wife, my daughter-in-law, and my son, we were all on the phone at the same time. All in our own little worlds, having our own little conversations. And it occurred to me as I was talking on the phone that when I was small, my brother and I used to fight over the telephone.
Right.
You know, you got to get off the phone. I need to use it.
Right.
done away with childhood fights.
When you go out and with these people, or you're sitting around the living room, and you're having a conversation, are they tapping on the phone and doing their things? And, you know, like if you're with somebody, or are they your kids? Are they doing this?
Yes.
They're doing this. Hey, yeah, and they're doing this, and they're having conversations. And
I think that's rude.
you think that's rude?
I think that's rude. I've wanted my son to watch a certain movie,
Right.
and I've attempted to start the movie on several occasions, and then I realize he's got this going on, and so he's going to miss half the movie because he's involved half of it here. So
Right.
So I haven't bothered. I have yet to say, hey son, put away the phone. Let's sit down and watch this movie.
Because he's on his phone.
Because right.
Can't you just say, get off the daggum phone right
I
now?
guess I could.
Just go there and can't you just do that?
Right.
Put your foot down.
Right. I could. I guess I need to.
I don't like it when, you go to a restaurant, people are talking on their phone. You know what I'm talking about? You go and people are talking, and like I've got a Bluetooth, and which I love my Bluetooth. I love my Bluetooth. You gotta, for me to hold the phone up to my ears, irritating. I don't like that at all. Gotta have a Bluetooth. But does it irritate you in your restaurant and somebody's talking on their phone?
It does. And it bothers me when someone is in front of you ordering and they're on their phone. I want them to get off the phone and get their order done so I can order next. And a lot of places please stay off the phone while ordering.
Well, if they're at the counter and they're telling the girl, hey, hold on a second, I'm on the phone. Hold on a second, I'll be done in a minute. And they won't place their order, that would irritate me.
Right.
If I'm behind them. Now, if they're doing this, yeah, give me a cheeseburger, fry, and some Cokes, and yeah, I'll be there in a second. That doesn't bother me at all.
Doesn't bother you? It bothers me.
Not at all.
Bothers me. I don't like it.
I was in the post office, and the post office got a sign, please stay off your cell phones while you're at the post office. I thought, who the heck are you to tell me not to be on my phone? I own this. I own this post office. This post office belongs to the people. We, the people, we own this. We all pitch in. You and I, we all pitch in our money. We buy these post offices. We own the Postal Service. And you're telling me to stay off my phone? No. I want to be on the phone. See, it doesn't bother me. If I go into a restaurant and if somebody's blaring, and talking real loud, that irritates me.
Right.
That irritates me. But if they're just talking on the phone, doesn't bother me a bit. Why would it bother me? Why would it bother me? But it bothers you.
Now, if it's a stranger and there's their table, that doesn't bother me. If it's
Right.
someone I'm having dinner with,
Right.
and they're constantly texting or looking at their Facebook page, whatever they're doing, that bothers me.
That bothers you.
Bothers me. Makes me feel like I'm being picked last.
Like, that's what bothers you. I see these husbands and wives and kids or whatever, and they're all sitting at the table, and the kid's doing this. The wife could even be doing this, and they're not paying any attention to each other at all.
Right.
And, or they're good at multitasking. They're having a conversation and they're still doing this. What are you going to get? Well, I don't know. And they're just, but that's normal. That's normal.
Right.
It doesn't bother me. It's just that's the time we live in.
But sometimes when my wife and my two sons will go out and have a meal, first thing they're doing is they're pulling up YouTubes because they want to show us some fascinating, funny videos that they found on YouTube. So we're sitting around the dinner table in a restaurant and we're all watching YouTube videos and we're laughing and having a good time. New kind of entertainment.
Really,
Yeah. You never been with somebody who says, hey, check this video out.
that irritates me.
That irritates you?
For the most part, it irritates me. If all of a sudden they start, okay, now I got to watch this. It's like when somebody says, hey, I got a joke. And I'm realizing, okay, here we go. They're going to start, for about the next 2 minutes, I can listen to a joke, which I know is not going to be funny. I know it's not going to be funny.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? I know it. But for the next 2 minutes, I got to listen to this goofy joke, and that irritates me. But if they start saying, hey, watch this YouTube, okay, all right, whatever. And it could be funny. Maybe they'll surprise me. It'll be funny, but no. It doesn't bother me at all. I go into restaurants, see people on the phone. It doesn't bother me a bit. What bothers me is when I see a husband and wife sitting across, older couple. This bothers me because I think it's sad. You see them sitting across and they're not talking.
Right.
They're just not talking. They're just sitting there, and it's just like they don't have any conversation to make. I think that kind of bothers me. I think it's sad.
They're mentally in their own little world.
And they're just not communicating. And watch, you'll see that. They just don't know what to say to each other. They've been married for 30 years, and they're out. They ran out of conversation. That kind of bothers me. That's kind of sad.
That is sad.
It is kind of sad. That ran out. You've heard everything. In fact, now you're hearing it for the 5th time. Just ran out of conversation. That's sad. But that goes on a lot. You'll see that a lot.
got a check engine light on in your car, don't know exactly what it is? Bring it to Lubin Trevino Transmission Service. We have all the late model equipment to diagnose your check engine light. Bring it to us, and we'll take care of you. Lubin Trevino Transmission Service. Family owned and operated for 35 years in Cobb County. Lubin Trevino Transmissions. 770-435-5459.
Ricky Thomas, come here, follow me, watch this. We have heat and air units of all kinds, heat pumps, gas systems, anything you need. Furnish your whole house for as low as $1,600. Complete systems. Don't pay those guys double that price. Use last year's models, everything. We've got cabinets, oak and birch, any size that you could possibly want for your house. Cheapest prices in Metro Atlanta. Come to Cartersville, 770-334-8339 at West Yellowknife Trading Post.
Chuck, the new year is in just a couple of days.
Brand new year.
It's kind of wild. It's just, this year flew by. I mean,
It did.
flew by. I feel like the older you get to, the faster it goes.
It sure does.
I mean, weeks weeks are just, they're fly by. Months fly. It just, life is just 90 miles an hour. It's 2013 in just a few days. Are you making any New Year's resolutions?
You know I don't.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You do?
Absolutely.
For real? Would
Absolutely.
you like to share it with us?
Well, no. I mean, what I mean, I write goals down.
So you put goals down on paper.
I write goals down. Like, okay, here's what I want to do, and you should do that for every month. Do you do that?
No, I do not. But that's a very good idea.
You got to write goals down. You have to know what you're going after, and you got to write them down. In fact, read about making goals on the internet. Go to Google and just make goals. How important goals are. Like, let's say I want to sell so much. This. If you say, okay, I want to make 6 sales this next in the month of January, then you break it down. Okay, I need 1.5 sales a week. That means I need to call so many people on Monday, Tuesday, and by goals, you know what you have to do.
So putting it on paper is more powerful than thinking about it.
Yes, you have to put it on paper, and you have to see your goals. So that's what New Year's resolutions are. It's just you have to put it on paper, and you have to see it. Like, suppose you want to lose weight. Suppose you want to lose 30 pounds. I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 2013.
You think that's the number one?
Oh, probably. In fact, gym memberships are way up.
Right.
Way up. The beginning of the year, gym memberships, yeah. And then people, they go for 2 or 3 months, and then they quit going. That's why they get you for a dang year contract or a 2-year contract, because they know you're going to quit going after 3 months.
Right.
And you got to take out a loan with a separate company, a loan. No. Tell them you pay by the month. I'll pay you by the month. And if I'm still going in 6 months, I'll still be paying in 6 months. But I'm not signing any contract, and I'll pay you by the month. They say, no, you've got to sign a contract. They've got you, because they know you're going to quit. They know you're going to quit.
Right.
But see, if you want to lose 30 pounds, well, I've got to lose, what is that, 2.5 pounds or something per month. Well, that means I got to lose, whatever that is, 3/4 of a pound per week or something, like whatever it is. You know what you have to do. Goals break it down. So that's what a New Year's resolution is. That's why you should write it down.
Right.
You should write down what you're going to accomplish. Isn't there anything you want to accomplish next year?
I'd like to be a little more, I'd like to be better with my money, as I think most people would.
Okay.
I would like to spend less money. I think I spend way too much money eating out.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Right. You ever add that up, how much you spend in a week, and then multiply it by 4, and
I
think,
have.
okay, that's a lot of money.
And it is a lot of money.
But you do it out of convenience.
Right.
Right. It's just easy to do. Go to a
Like-
restaurant, but then you spend, how much you spend at a restaurant? 15, 20 bucks? 30 bucks? I mean, really, what do you spend?
And if I take my 2 kids with me, 90 to $100. That's happened.
For one meal?
For one meal.
For one
Easily.
meal.
Easily.
That's an absolute waste.
It is.
It is a waste.
It is.
No, I mean, I think you should go out. You deserve it.
Right.
To go out occasionally. You deserve it. But just do it all the time, it's out of convenience. It's so that's what a New Year's resolution is. You need to say, okay, we're going to go out to eat twice a month. That is, and just break it down, and just twice a month, and then you just every other Saturday we're going out to eat, and then you look forward to it. That's what a resolution is.
Right.
So you're not going to make any resolution.
I'll make a resolution to eat out less.
I'll
have to write it down.
You got a planner on your phone, Chuck? A planner?
I do.
See, the planner, you just say, okay, and every other Saturday we're going out to eat. That is it. We're going out to eat every other Saturday, and you just stick to the plan. Whatever it is, lose weight, you stick to it. You stick to it. Go to the gym, you write it down. Okay, I'm going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what a resolution is. And then you stick to the plan. You need to do that. Everybody needs to do it. I mean, that's goal planning. Resolutions are, I think, decide what do you want to accomplish next year and do it. Like this, what I want to do for this show. What I would like to do for this show is I'd like to turn this into a 1 hour show. 1 hour. Right now we're at midnight on Friday nights. Assuming we start getting more advertising, right now we have advertising, and I'm real thankful to our advertisers, and you're more than welcome if you'd like to be an advertiser to come on this show. We'd love to have you. In fact, see this email on the screen right now? Send us an email and we'll get you up here. My goal was to turn this into a 1 hour show, have you, the people at home, contribute 3-minute segments, 2-minute segments, funny bits. I use your stuff, you make it a lot easier, and we put the show in prime time. We put it at 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
On like a Thursday night or something. That is my goal for next year. With y'all's help, this will happen. But it also will happen if I've got it planned out. Okay, I've got to call this many people. I've got to talk to this many people. I've got to sell this many ads per month and just keep the pace going. It's easy to do. It's real easy to do. That's what resolutions are. It's goal planning. That's it. You going to help me with this, Chuck?
I'm going to help you.
That's what we're going to do next year. That's my plan. And my resolution, what I'm planning next year, my resolution is take this to a 1 hour show. Prime time. I like midnight. Don't get me wrong. I like midnight. I do like this time slot. Go to prime time. Now you got to decide what you're going to do next year. You got to think about it. What are you going to do? And then you got to do it. Like, don't go out to eat as much.
Right.
Save money. Just quit spending money. Quit wasting money on going out to eat. And that'd be a lot of money when you think about it. A lot of money. All right.
Might get to take an extra vacation when I retire.
An extra vacation. That's absolutely, really. I mean, yeah. No kidding. Whatever, you can do a lot of things you can do with that money. Show's over, Chuck.
Another Friday night going by.
We're out of time, people. See, that's why I want to go to an hour. We're out of time. Had a good time, man.
Had a great time.
I enjoy hanging out with you people. Contact us if you'd like to be part of this show. If you'd like to contribute some video, you've got any creative idea at all, we want to hear from you. All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. See you next week.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell swing and jingle bell fling. Snowing and blowing a bushel of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Whistling and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle bells, quick as you please. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle.